Hello everyone, my name is Go Han. Today I'm going to talk about my presentation demo for my particular project, AI stock trading and market analysis agent system. This is for the Kaggle 5-day AI agent white coding course, as well as the white coding Capstone project itself. For my particular track, I chosen the agent for business track for the competition. So problem statement, return investor generally face an overwhelming range of market data such as prices, technical indicators, as well as news headlines, right? And they unfortunately must manually reconcile those particular market data, risk exposure, as well as position sizing before conducting a particular trade. This indirectly entails that it will be error prone, specifically around the sizing. Sizing often guesswork, as well as stop losses are very arbitrary and very often omitted, right? At the same time, hallucination among AI agents or chatbots among stop loss limits, right? It also not as good, such as at the same time, it also might overlook key compliance concerns as well. As such, hard programmatic boundaries combinatory cause AI generated financial advice should not be as reliable. So why AI agents? AI agent for my particular project utilize a sequential multi-agent workflow surrounding three agents: the market analysis agent for price gathering, right? Risk indicators, right? Gathering risk indicator data, ISI indicator itself, utilizing a MCP dedicated protocol. Risk manager agent for risk limits as well as metrics, technical volatility, as well as enforcing strict boundaries by running a programmatic validation tool. And lastly, portfolio manager agent for report synthesization as well as conducting a trade order, right? At whether buy, sell, hold with mandatory legal requirements and disclaimers. So system architecture. Here, this is the secret architecture of the system itself. At first, the user will query and request a particular such as APL for Apple or Google GOOGL to the particular CLI or the particular client. The system will sanitize and validate the particular request with particular security guardrails, basically two guardrails, the ADK callback as well as the CLI system at the legacy path. It will trigger the ADK workflow engine workflow and then query the data, allowing the market analysis agent to request a particular tool call to the MCP server, fetching the live data from Yahoo Finance itself dataset. After that, it will analyze the report. This is when the risk manager agent will conduct sizing as well as stop loss limits. And lastly, the portfolio manager agent will conduct a final trade order. We will accept the Google agent development kit itself. So it's to coordinate multi-agent workflow, state transition, as well as visual graph, fast MCP, specifically a stdio-based fast MCP to expose the live financial Python function as well as conduct the Y finance price data, right? UV runtime and Python 3.13 version and Python validation for strict and type schemas. So now I shall proceed to the demo of the system itself. So yeah, okay, right here, there you go. Okay, so we can start here. This is the main entry point of the particular project. This is the CLI itself, but it's not the core focus. Here's security. Security where it will sanitize the particular query and then enforce the particular risk limits for the particular AI agents. This is the SCP server to get stock news, technical indicator or the stock price. Lastly, the agent as mentioned earlier, the portfolio manager agent, risk manager, as well as the market analysis agent being done as well. So now I shall showcase the particular system demo. So you can hear I'm using the ADK as I mentioned earlier. Right. So yeah, let me just run this thing and then I can open this thing over here, right here. You can see that, yeah, let's say I try APL for Apple, stock analysis, right? So yeah, you can see that unfortunately, due to rate limits, I was not able to run the thing. But generally speaking, the market analysis agent will first be done and then showcase the particular output, right? Showcase the particular output, the stock analysis. This way it will move, assuming it's successful. The risk manager agent will do the top sizing, stock limits, and lastly, a portfolio manager will basically do the trade order, right? And that's the entire flow itself. So yeah, and that's all from me. Thank you. So yeah.